ceremonies, if you would please rise and remove your hats as we will have our invocation by Jeff DeLong, followed by the playing of our national anthem.
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day you've given us, Lord. Just be with the drivers and keep them safe. Be with the fans, dear Lord, on their way home. Dear God, we thank you for everything you do. Lord, we thank you for the country that we live in and still able to do this, dear God. In Jesus' name, amen.
Please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. Thank you, race fans, and God bless USA and God bless Midway Speedway. We want to thank the 414 of Ryan Thomas for carrying the colors for us here tonight here at the mighty Midway Speedway. Here it is, round number 3 for the chase for the championship, and we're getting ready to get it started here tonight with our Super Stocks here tonight. Ozark Sporting Goods, POWRi Super Stocks on the pole. He was last week's feature winner out of Fairgrove, Missouri. That's the 414 of Ryan Thomas. On his outside from Niagara, Missouri, that's the 53 of Danny O'Neill. Row number 2 on the inside right now, your national point leader in the Super Stocks. That's the 164 of Michael Muskrat out of Stillwell, Oklahoma. On his outside, that's the 7 of Josh Lewis out of Stoutland, Missouri. And out of Tuscumbia, Missouri, in row number 3, that's the 05 of Del Berry. Kicking off round number 3 for the chase for the championship. We're underway with the Ozark Sporting Goods POWRi Super Stock Heat Race number 1. Last week's feature winner wasted no time out front early, the 414 of Ryan Thomas. But the national point leader, the 164 of Michael Muskrat, sitting right there in second. They come around here for lap number 1. That will go to the 414 of Ryan Thomas. The 164 of Michael Muskrat in second. The 414 of Ryan Thomas got his first ever career feature win last week right here at the mighty Midway Speedway. And the Joker Welding caution flag coming out. As we got the 7 of Josh Lewis and the 53 of Danny O'Neill over there in the middle of turns 3 and 4. As the 414 of Ryan Thomas is still your leader. Take a look back through 2 weeks of racing action so far. We've had 2 different heat race winners and 2 different feature winners, as it was the 56 of Mark Davis getting week number 1 and Ryan Thomas last week. Mark Davis right now is our current point leader here at the racetrack, but the 164 of Michael Muskrat is the current point leader in the national point standings for the POWRi Super Stocks. Want to welcome everybody that is watching online on our Facebook Live look-in. Race to Save, racetosave.com, suicide prevention, as we are here for the Ozark Sporting Goods POWRi Super Stock Heat Race number 1. Just got the track clear from a Joker Welding caution, as the 414 of Ryan Thomas will lead him into turns number 3 and 4. Green flag is back in the air. Ryan Thomas still out front, the 05 of Del Berry, right there with the 164 of Michael Muskrat. Here they come down the front stretch right here. Ryan Thomas still out front, your leader. Out of Fairgrove, Missouri, the 164 of Michael Muskrat out of Oklahoma. Michael Muskrat started racing in 2016. Finished 3rd in the points at the Outlaw Motor Speedway. My first full year in a straight stock, and the Joker Welding caution flag comes out for the 05 of Del Berry, as he is up there off of turn number 1 right there at the pit road exit. So the 414 of Ryan Thomas is in the front row by himself. The 164 of Michael Muskrat will have the choice between the bottom or the top. He will choose that inside lane. The 7 of Josh Lewis will go on the outside for the Ozark Sporting Goods Power Eye Super Stocks Heat Race number 1. As the green flag is back in the air, we'll see if Josh Lewis or Michael Muskrat has anything for last week's feature winner, the 414 of Ryan Thomas. Side by side for a second there between Muskrat and Lewis as they go down the backstretch. Ryan Thomas all by himself out front. Lewis now has the advantage going into turn number 4. Muskrat staying right there with him though, as now we got 3 cars battling up front now. Ryan Thomas trying to hold on as Lewis is right there. Here comes Lewis on the inside as Ryan Thomas shoots up the track. Lewis takes advantage. He takes over the lead. Lewis now your leader. Thomas in second, but he's looking to go on the inside, trying to make a move there, but nothing able to work for him. But here comes the 164. And Michael Muskrat on the outside. They're side by side down the backstretch they go. Michael Muskrat now in that second spot. Now they go into turns number 3 and 4. Down the front stretch they go. Josh Lewis out front, your leader. What a run he's had. He won a heat race last week. Trying to go 2 weeks in a row in heat race wins. The 164 of Muskrat in second, but we got problems in the middle of turns 3 and 4. The 414 of Ryan Thomas going around for Joker Welding caution. Joker Welding. Caution comes out as we appreciate Joker Welding for being our sponsor this season for our caution flag. They do a fantastic job in the welding industry. If you need anything weld, give Joe Seaman a call at 417-664-0535. Single file restart. We'll see if the Power Eye Superstock point leader to 164 of Michael Muskrat will have anything for the 7 of Josh Lewis, but the 7 of Josh Lewis having a great run here in heat race number 1. Yo 5 of Delberry won the heat race in week number 1. The green and white out together. It's going to be a 1-lap shootout. Josh Lewis tugging in on that inside lane there. Has a 1-car length advantage. Down the backstretch they go. He just has 2 more turns and half a front stretch. Out of turn number 4. At the line, checkered flag is in the air for the 7 of Josh Lewis. The 164 of Michael Muskrat second. The 05 of Delberry coming home third. So 2 weeks in a row for the 7 of Josh Lewis for getting the heat race win. As we get ready now for our heat race number 2 for the Ozark Sporting Goods Power Eye Super Stocks. On the pole for this one, it'll be the 820 of Jimmy Thomas on his outside. Week number 1 feature winner, your current point leader here at the racetrack out of Grove Springs, Missouri. That's the 56 of Mark Davis. Row number 2 on the inside from Phillipsburg, Missouri. That's the 32 of Jim Button. And on his outside, that's the 32X of John Knoll out of Lebanon, Missouri. Row number 3 out of Rolla, Missouri. That'll be the 8 of Tanner Woody. So here we go, lights are off. 8 laps will be your distance for the Ozark Sporting Goods Power Eye Superstock Heat Race number 2 for the Facebook Live look-in. Green flag is in the air. If you're watching live on Facebook and you're in the area, you still got plenty of time to make it out here on East 32 Highway B here at the mighty Lebanon Midway Speedway for Friday night racing action. As we got a good tight race right here for heat race number 2 between the 820 of Jimmy Thomas and the 56 of Mark Davis. Mark Davis takes lap number 1. He's out front, your leader. But Jimmy Thomas staying right there with Davis. Down the backstretch they go now. Davis trying to get some space in between him and the 820 of Jimmy Thomas. Got a good battle back there for third between the 32 of Jim Button and the 32X of John Knoll. That 32X machine, each and every week we'll see a different driver between Brad Phillips and the 32X of John Knoll. John Knoll behind the wheel of the 32X this week. But right now it's all the 56 of Mark Davis, your current track point leader. He has one feature win so far this season, but no heat race wins for the 56 of Mark Davis. As the Joker Welding caution flag comes out for the 8, Tanner Woody out of Rolla, Missouri. So Mark Davis, your leader in a 56 machine. The 820 of Jimmy Thomas in second. The 32 of Jim Button out of Phillipsburg, Missouri, sitting there in that third spot. And the 32X, John Newell out of Lebanon, Missouri, sitting there in fourth. So we got 4 laps in, 4 more laps to go. As the night auction service push truck will come out and assist the 8, Tanner Woody. Also want to thank everybody that is down there in our Lowe's Home Improvement VIP suites. Hope you're enjoying yourselves down there in our VIP suites down here at the mighty Lebanon Midway Speedway. As the 820 of Jimmy Thomas will have the choice between the bottom or the top. He will choose the inside lane. The 32 of Jim Button will go on the outside. This is called a Delaware double file restart. Your leader, the 56 of Mark Davis, is by himself in row number 1. Then the second place car, which would be the 820 of Jimmy Thomas, will have the choice in row number 2 between a bottom lane or the top lane, but he chooses the bottom lane. Lights are off. Green flag is back in the air. Mark Davis right now still out front. Your leader, the 820 of Jimmy Thomas in second. The 32 of Button in third. The 32X of Newell in fourth. They're staying right there close together. Mark Davis still out front. 3 more laps to go. As it's still Davis out front, your leader, the 820 of Jimmy Thomas in second. Mark Davis out front, still your leader, the 820 of Jimmy Thomas, staying right there with him. Key forming the flagman has that white flag in his hand, getting ready to be waved as it is waved in the air one more time around. As the 56 of Mark Davis trying to get a heat race win, his first one this season. Jimmy Thomas, though, staying right there with him as they come out turn number 4. Checker flag in the air. For the 56 of Mark Davis, the 820 of Jimmy Thomas coming home second. The 32 of Jim Button coming home third. So now we get ready for the Norris Logging POWRi Midwest Modified Heat Races. 17 Midwest Modifieds have checked in for tonight's racing action, as that will be 3 heat races as we get ready for the Norris Logging POWRi Midwest Mod Heat Race number 1. On the pole from this one, out of Stoutland, Missouri, that's the 83 of Ben Newell. On his outside from Lebanon, Missouri, that's going to be the 5H of Austin Huntley. Starting in third on the inside of row number 2 out of Fairgrove, Missouri, that'll be the 27 of John Dame. On his outside from Lebanon, Missouri, that's the 7C of Derek Cook. Row number 3 on the inside from Lebanon, Missouri. That's going to be the 5C of Brian Cook. On his outside, also from Lebanon, Missouri, that's the 05 of Cheyenne Bauman. 8 laps is your distance. 6 cars. Good to have the 83 of Ben Knoll with us here tonight. As tonight, throughout our classes, you will see a lot of familiar drivers back with us here at the Mighty Midway Speedway as the green flag is in the air for the Norris Logging POWRi Midwest Mod Heat Race number 1. Out front is the 83 of Ben Knoll, the 27 of John Damon second. Good battle right there behind him, though, between the 7C of Derek Cook and the 5H of Huntley. Austin Huntley now on the outside of John Dame. They're racing hard there. The middle of the pack right there, racing hard. John Dame up the pace there. Huntley standing right there with him. Ben Knoll is in his own zip code out front, but good racing there back behind him as John Dame trying to hold on to that second place spot. The 5C of Brian Cook down the inside of Hunton. They make a little bit of contact. Here comes the 7C of Derek Cook. He's on the inside of the 5H of Austin Huntley. It's still Ben Knoll out front. John Dame in second. The 5C of Brian Cook in third. And the 05 of Cheyenne Bauman went sideways, but able to correct it. Great job there by the 05 of Cheyenne Bauman. Second-year driver behind the wheel of that modified, still trying to get it figured out, but she's getting better and better each and every week. The 83, though, Ben Knoll, Ozarks Area Racer Hall of Famer out front with that big lead there as the 5C of Brian Cook there on the inside of the 27 of John Dane. 7C of Derek Cook right there in fourth, watching a good race in front of him. We got 3 cars right now battling there for the same spot. It's the battle of the Cooks there as the Joker Welding caution comes out for the 05 of Cheyenne Bauman in turn number 4. So the Joker Welding caution flag comes out for the 05 of Cheyenne Bauman. Tonight for our feature, thanks to Lebanon Midway Speedway, tonight's top 5 in our feature is going to get an extra $50 thanks to Lebanon Midway Speedway. They race weekly on Saturday nights. They will be racing tomorrow night with a 100-lap enduro. What's very interesting as well is ShowMeDirt.tv also does live coverage for Lebanon Midway Speedway on Saturday nights. So we appreciate Lebanon Midway Speedway for coming on board for the Norris Logging POWRi Midwest Mods this week, as the 83 of Ben Knoll is your leader. As the green flag is back in the air. Ben Knoll out front, the 5C of Brian Cook in second. 27 of John Dame holding on in that third place spot. So Ben Knoll with the big lead out front. The 27 of John Dame trying to hold on that third place spot, but Brian Cook going around there. He was running second. Went in turn number 4 and went around. There it is, the Midwest Sheet Metal Instant Replay. Last week we didn't see it until feature time, but we're seeing it early this week for heat race action. And right there, too much there for the 5C. Brian Cook. For our Facebook Live look in here on a Friday night, the last weekend, the month of April. And we'll move right into the month of May next week. But right now, we've got some racing to finish up here on April the 29th for Norris Logging POWRi Midwest Mod Heat Race number 1. As it's been the Ben Knoll show out front. The 27 of John Dame right now in second. The 7C of Derek Cook in third. Also, this season for our modified classes, if you win a heat race, you get a free pit pass for that following week, as we're going to see the green and white again for a one-lap shootout. Noel going into turns 3 and 4 out front. Down the front stretch he goes. Checker flag is in the air. John Dane coming on second. Derek Cook coming on third. And we've got 3 cars over there in the middle of turns 3 and 4. But the 83, Ben Noel, will be your heat race winner in heat race number 1. So Ben Noel will have a free pit pass for next week. If he chooses to come back next week, take up that free pit pass, but he has to use it that following week for it to still be eligible to be used. So we got 2 more heat races coming up as the track gets cleared over there in the middles of turns 3 and 4. We get ready now for our Norris Logging Power Eye Midwest Mod heat race number 2. And you can see the damage there on the right front of the 5C of Brian Cook, as that right front is not supposed to be towed that much. So hopefully they will get that fixed as we get ready now for heat race number 2 on the pole for this one. Out of Lebanon, Missouri, that'll be the 42 of Trevo Ellingson on his outside. Also from Lebanon, Missouri, that's going to be the 28 of Wesley Briggs. Row number 2 on the inside from Lebanon, Missouri, that's going to be the 87 of Aaron Odell. And on his outside from Lebanon, Missouri, that's going to be the 4 of Caleb Rhodes. Row number 3 on the inside from Springfield, Missouri, that's going to be the 33 of Anthony Ferreira. And on his outside from Billings, Missouri, that's going to be the 46 of Ben Chapman. Norris Logging Power Eye Midwest Mod heat race number 2. Wesley Briggs won heat race number 2 on week number 1. As lights will be going off this time around. Looking to see that green flag next time. We've had 2 races, 2 different feature winners. As looks like we got something, a piece of debris on the track there in turn number 4. Once again, we appreciate everybody is here tonight and those that are in our VIP suites. Sponsored by Lowe's Home Improvement. Lowe's Home Improvement offers every day low prices on all quality hardware products and construction needs. Lowe's is your headquarters for all building materials, located at 190 East Highway 32 in Lebanon, Missouri. For those that are watching online and might be thinking VIP suites, you guys got that at the Lebanon Midway Speedway? We sure do. You can see it right there, a little bit there on the left of your screen right there, but goes all the way across our tower here at the Lebanon Midway Speedway. A great view from each and every suite. You can see all of the racetrack and our nice heated and air VIP suites right here at the Midway Speedway that you see at a Major League Baseball game or an NFL football game. We've got it. Here we go. Green flag is back in the air for the Norris Logging Power Eye Midwest Mod heat race number 2. Side by side for the lead there from Million Sid in the 42 and the 28 of Briggs. They go now in the turns number 3 and 4. Anthony Ferreira in that 33, sitting there in that third spot, but looking to make a move there on the 42. Anthony Ferreira right now top 5 in the Midwest Mod Power Eye national point standings as he moves up now to that second spot there behind the 28 of Wesley Briggs. As Wesley Briggs out front, your leader, the 33 of Anthony Ferreira in second, the 42 of Ellington in third. Wesley Briggs out of Lebanon, Missouri. Out front, the 33 of Anthony Ferreira, former Cardinal baseball player. Behind the wheel of that 33 Modified. The 42 of Trevo Ellington sitting there in third. And right now, single file all the way around the mighty Lebanon Midway Speedway. Good to have the 87 of Aaron Odell back with us here. For right now, it's Briggs, Ferreira, and Ellington, your top three. So Wesley Briggs out front. The 33 of Anthony Ferreira in second. As the white flag is in the air one more time around. Here we go. The 87 of Aaron Odell trying to stay on the lead lap. Briggs went on the outside of him, but still holding on to the lead. Anthony Ferreira looking on the outside. Here they come down the front stretch. It's going to be Wesley Briggs, your heat race winner in heat race number 2. Anthony Ferreira coming home second. Trevo Ellington coming home third. So Wesley Briggs, 2 heat races wins so far this season for him. They've all been in heat race number 2. As we get ready now for our third and final heat race for the Norris Logging POWRi Midwest Bond heat races. On the pole for this one, he is currently your track point leader and currently the POWRi Midwest Mod national point leader out of Springfield, Missouri. That's the 64 of Pete Richardson. On his outside from Sparta, Missouri, that's the 59 of Rob Muhlenberg. Row number 2 on the inside from Lebanon, Missouri, that's the 32 of Joe Francis. On his outside, last week's feature winner, the 33 Steve Muhlenberg out of Sparta, Missouri. In row number 3 out of Lebanon, Missouri, that's the 15R of Oakley Ragland. Green flag is in the air. National point leader is 64 of Pete Richardson out front. But the 15 of Oakley Ragland sideways in the middle of turns 1 and 2, and the Joker Welding caution flag comes out. Once again for tonight's feature, Monat Motor Speedway putting extra money for our top 5, $50 extra. So no lap completed. We're going back to original restart. Pete Richardson on the pole. Rob Muhlenberg on the outside. Live Facebook look-in, sponsored by Race to Save, as the green flag is back in the air. Pete Richardson out front, your leader, the 59 of Rob Muhlenberg in second. 32 of Joe Francis sitting there in that third spot. As down the front stretch they go. Pete Richardson out front, 59 of Rob Muhlenberg in second, the 32 of Joe Francis. Losing some momentum, the 33 of Steve Muhlenberg now on the inside. As Muhlenberg and the 33 on the inside of the 32 of Joe Francis. Muhlenberg now takes over the third place spot. Right now it's all the 64 of Pete Richardson out front, your leader. Pete Richardson so far has been undefeated in the heat race action. As the 59 of Ron Muhlenberg sitting there in second, the 33 of Steve Muhlenberg in third. Pete Richardson, heat race winner in heat race number 1 on week number 1 and week number 2. Week number 3, he's having a run in the third heat. But he is out front, the 59 of Ron Muhlenberg. Ozarks Racers Hall of Famer running there in second. Steve Muhlenberg in the 33, last week's feature winner, sitting there in third. And it's going to be the 64, of Pete Richardson out front. 59 of Rob Muhlenberg in second. The 33 of Steve Muhlenberg in third. White flag is in the air one more time around. Down the back stretch he goes. 2 more turns and half a front stretch. In the turn number 4 out of 4, checkered flag is in the air for the 64, Pete Richardson. The 59 of Rob Muhlenberg coming home second. And the 33 of Steve Muhlenberg coming home third. That will wrap it up for our Norris Logging POWRi Midwest Mod heat race action. Once again, a reminder for our modified classes here at the mighty Lebanon Midway Speedway. If you win a heat race that following week, you get your pit pass paid for. We get now ready for the Spectrum Design late model heat race action for heat race number 1 on the pole for this one. Out of Buffalo, Missouri, it's going to be Mark Simon on his outside. It's going to be the 13 of Sean Whitman out of Fairgrove, Missouri. Looks like he's starting in the back there, so it'll be the 52 of Stephen Price on the outside of Mark Simon. Row number 2 on the inside, it's going to be last week's feature winner on the final lap, the final turn. Made a pass on the USA 1 of Chris Hawkins. Out of Lebanon, Missouri, that is the 4A of Dustin Atkinson on his outside. Out of Fairgrove, Missouri, that's going to be a 13 of Sean Whitman. Green flag is in the air. Mark Simon out front, your leader. The 52 is Stephen Price trying to hold on to that second spot. The 4A of Dustin Atkinson right there with Stephen Price. Right now it's all Mark Simon out front. Stephen Price trying to hold on to that second place spot. The 4A of Dustin Atkinson, last week's feature winner, racing hard with the 52 of Price. Down the backstretch they go, side by side. Atkinson on the inside, Price on the outside. As Atkinson shoots up the track down, a little bit of slide job there as he's now in second place. Mark Simon got a heat race win in week number 1. Got the feature win as well. And he's looking to get back into the Remax Next Generation victory lane. So the 4A of Dustin Atkinson right now, your current track point leader in the 4A. As it's still Buffalo, Missouri's Mark Simon out front. The 4A of Dustin Atkinson in second. The 52 of Stephen Price in third. But Dustin Atkinson in that 4A is gaining on that 23 of Mark Simon. White flag is in the air for the 23 of Mark Simon. Mark Simon going down the back stretch out front. The 4A of Dustin Atkinson in second. The 52 is Stephen Price in third. Checkered flag is in the air for the 23 of Mark Simon. The 4A of Dustin Atkinson in second. The 52 is Stephen Price coming home in that third and final spot. So Mark Simon, 2 out of the 3 weeks he has got a heat race win. Last time he got a heat race win, he won the features. We'll see how he does later on in our Spectrum Design Late Model features. We get ready now for our Spectrum Design Late Model heat race number 2. On the pole for this one out of the Show, Missouri, just came up really short last week. That is the USA 1 of Chris Hawkins. On his outside from Fair Grove, Missouri, that's the 93D of Josh Dugan. Row number 2 on the inside from Spokane, Missouri, that's the 26D of Jonathan Dean. And on his outside, first time ever in a car out of Rocky Comfort, Missouri, that is the 83 of Joe Hatfield. Green flag is in the air for the Spectrum Design Late Model heat race number 2. As it's the one of Chris Hawkins out front, the 93D of Josh Dugan in second, the 26 of Jonathan Dean in third. Chris Hawkins out of Neosho, Missouri. The 93D of Josh Dugan in second with the 26D of Jonathan Dean coming on strong right there behind Dugan, but it's all the USA 1 of Chris Hawkins out front. Chris Hawkins got a heat race win in week number 2 last week. Looking to carry on that streak in the heat race action, as he's got a big lead right now on the 93D of Josh Dugan. Out of Fair Grove, Missouri, the 26D of Jonathan Dean in third. The 83 of Joe Hatfield, first time ever in a car, doing a pretty good job in that 83 machine. But it's still the USA 1 of Chris Hawkins show out front. Chris Hawkins way out front with the lead, hitting his marks each and every lap, as he is getting the white flag one more time around. White flag is in the air for the USA 1 of Chris Hawkins, as he will come out of turn number 4. Checkered flag is in the air. 93D of Josh Dugan will come down the front stretch. He'll take on second. The 26D of Jonathan Dean coming home third. As now we get ready for the J2 Cars USRA BMOD heat race action. 1 of 3 heat races, and on the pole for this one, out of Neosho, Missouri, it's going to be the 119 of Stetson Johnson. On his outside from Willard, Missouri, it's going to be the 86 of Jeff Albright. Row number 2, he has been the man to beat so far this season. 2 feature wins out of Whitman, Missouri. It's the 65 of Chris Jackson. On his outside from Sedalia, Missouri, it's going to be the 7B of Terry Schultz. Row number 3 on the inside out of Jefferson City, Missouri, it's going to be the 71C of Cody Crabtree. On his outside, the Wheatland Outlaw, Mike Striegel, in the 17 out of Wheatland, Missouri. Green flag is in the air. Stetson Johnson out front in the 119. The 65 of Chris Jackson right now currently running in second, but he already knows his starting spot for the feature. He started in 7th because he has 2 feature wins in a row. The 7B of Terry Schultz is in that 3rd place spot. As right now it is the 119 of Stetson Johnson out front. For tonight's feature, thanks to McCowan Farms, the top 5 is going to get an extra $50. Thanks to McCowan Farms for our feature later on this evening. But right now, Stetson Johnson doing a heck of a job holding off our current point leader, the 65 of Chris Jackson. The 7B, Terry Schultz, is in 3rd. So right now, it's Johnson still out front. Jackson in the 65 in 2nd. The 7B, Terry Schultz in 3rd. And we got a caution out. The Joker Welding caution flag coming out for the 71C of Cody Crabtree. So the 119 of Stetson Johnson out of Neosho, Missouri, 24 years old. Right now, your heat race winner in the J2 Cars USRA Piedmont heat race number 1. As the 65 of Chris Jackson will have the choice between the bottom or the top. He will choose that inside lane. As the 7B of Terry Schultz will go on the outside. As mentioned earlier, this is what we call a Delaware double file restart, where the leader is in row number 1 by himself. And the 2nd place car in row number 2 has the choice between the bottom or the top lane. Lights are off, looking to see the green flag this time. For the 119 of Stetson Johnson, your leader, he goes into turn number 4. Green flag is back in the air. Stetson Johnson out front. 65 of Chris Jackson right there behind him in 2nd. Here comes the 7B of Terry Schultz. Jackson gets up that inside lane. Schultz looking to take the inside lane. Now it's side by side for 2nd. Jackson trying to get that inside lane back, but Schultz is right there on his inside. Side by side behind your leader, the 119 of Stetson Johnson, is the 7B of Terry Schultz and the 65 of Chris Jackson. Here comes the Wheatland Outlaw, Mike Striegel. But Chris Jackson already knows his starting spot tonight. As right now, it's the 119 of Stetson Johnson out front. He's going to get the white flag one more time around. The 7B, Terry Schultz, is in 2nd. Stetson Johnson gets the checkered flag. Terry Schultz out of Sedalia, Missouri, coming home 2nd. The 65 of Chris Jackson coming home 3rd. So Stetson Johnson getting it done in heat race number 1. As he is coming home your heat race winner. We get ready now for the J2 Cars USRA Piedmont heat race number 2. On the pole from this one, he was the winner in heat race number 2 last week in the G12 out of Richland, Missouri. That is Austin Greer on his outside from Bolivar, Missouri. It's going to be the 39 of the White Brown. Row number 2 on the inside from Fulton, Missouri. It's going to be a 55X of Joey Green. And on his outside from Lebanon, Missouri, doing double duty tonight, that is Wesley Briggs. And row number 3 on the inside from Polk, Missouri, that's going to be the 14W of Dustin Walker. And on his outside from Lynchburg, Missouri, that's going to be the 15H of Jeremy Hazel. So in week number 1 in heat race number 2, it was Wesley Briggs. In week number 2 in heat race number 2, it was the G12 of Austin Greer. They're both in this heat race. As the winner of the heat races for the modified classes here at the Mighty Midway Speedway gets their pit pass paid for next week. Lights are off for the J2 cars, USRA B-Mod heat race number 2. Austin Greer on the pole, Dwight Brown on the outside. Green flag is in the air. Austin Greer out front, your leader to 55 of Joey Green in second. Here comes the 14W of Dustin Walker on the inside of Joey Green. As Walker takes over that second place spot, Austin Greer takes lap number 1. 14W of Dustin Walker in second. We got a good race back here in the back of the pack between the 28 of Wesley Briggs and the 39 of Dwight Brown. As it's the G12 of Austin Greer out front. 14W of Dustin Walker in second. The 28 of Wesley Briggs in third. Single file right now around the Mighty Lebanon Midway Speedway. Welcome those watching on ShowMeDirt.tv. Friday night racing action, round number 3 for the chase for the championship. As it's the G12 of Austin Greer out front of Richland, Missouri. 14W of Dustin Walker in second, but the Joker Welding caution flag comes out for the 55 of Joey Green out of Fulton, Missouri. Bringing out the caution. Once again, McCowan Farms coming on board for extra money for our top 5 in our feature later on tonight. $50 extra to our top 5. As J2 Cars, the sponsor of the USRA B-Mods this year. Located at 1518 West Elm, Lebanon, Missouri. J2 Cars is a one-stop shop for all your racing needs. Like them on Facebook or give them a call at 417-991-2556. As each and every feature winner tonight, winner on tonight, will be going into the Remax Next Generation Victory Lane. As the 28 of Wesley Briggs looking to get back in his spot right there. So right now it's been the G12 of Austin Greer out front. The 14W of Dustin Walker will have the choice between the bottom or the top. He will choose that inside lane. Wesley Briggs will go on the outside. 39 of the White Brown will be on the inside of row number 3, and Joey Green in the 55 will be on the outside. The green flag is back in the air. Austin Greer out front, the 14W of Dustin Walker in second, the 28 of Wesley Briggs sitting in that third spot. Into turn number 4, and out of 4 they come. Greer still out front. Dustin Walker gaining though on your leader. And we got trouble in the middle of turns 1 and 2. The 39 of the White Brown. Will we see the Joker Welding caution flag? We will. As he brings out the caution. The 39 of the White Brown. Of Bolivar, Missouri. Been racing since 1990. Sponsors, Parrish Tire and Nakado's Japanese Steakhouse. I love that sponsor right there. Nakado's is one of my favorite places to eat. Can only eat there probably about once a year, but really enjoy it. Also, another sponsor for him is the Outlaw Race Bodies as well. Right now, it's still the G12 of Austin Greer out front, your leader, as the green flag is back in the air. Dustin Walker, the 14W in second. The 28 of Wesley Briggs is in third. They go into turns number 4. Down the front stretch they go. It'll be 2 more laps to go. Dustin Walker staying right there with Austin Greer in the 12. Running out of time though. Okay, Foreman the flagman grabbing that white flag, getting ready to wave it for the G12 of Austin Greer to come out. Turn number 4, white flag is in the air. Dustin Walker's right there. Walker looking on the inside of Greer. They're side by side out of turn number 2. Dustin Walker takes over the lead down the backstretch. In the turns number 3 and 4 now. Can Greer come back in? He crosses back on the inside. Down the front stretch they go. It's the drag race at the line. We will go to the official scores. It was the 14 of Dustin Walker on the outside getting it done in heat race number 2. Wow, what a run right there. Great run there for the 14W of Dustin Walker and the G12 of Austin Greer. Wow, what a track we have tonight, and what such good racing it is producing. So we get ready for our third and final heat race here tonight. On the pole for this one, out of Mexico, Missouri, it's going to be the 12 of Parker Smith. On his outside from El Dorado Springs, Missouri, it's going to be the 11L of Logan Smith. Row number 2 on the inside from Springfield, Missouri, that's going to be the 4 of Dylan Long. On his outside from Fulton, Missouri, be the 30, and Dustin Locks. In row number 3, be the 55 of Colson Kirk out of Urbana, Missouri, but he's going to be on the outside there of that 4 of Dylan Long. Green flag is in the air. Colson Kirk in the USRA BMOD National Point Standings right now second, and he gets collected with the 4 of Dylan Long. Watch it here on the Midwest Sheet Metal Instant Replay. Just when I was talking about him, and then the 4 of Dylan Long not able to get it going. The 55 of Colson Kirk just drove right underneath there. So we'll go back to our original restart right here. You can see a racing thing right here. The 4 of Dylan Long just nowhere to go for the 55 of Colson Kirk. As I was just talking, he is runner-up right now in the national point standings in the USRA BMONs. And so they're saying that he needs a hook. And there you can see it right there, CNS Towing Tow Truck. Part of our night auction service, tow truck and push truck service here at the Mighty Lebanon Midway Speedway. Night auction service is where you can check off next thing on your want list. Not only do we hold auctions in our night auction center, but also host on-site auctions as well. They pride themselves on treating people fairly and providing unmatched quality auction services. Give them a call at 417-532-7497. So far this season, in all of our heat race action, we have seen a different heat race winner. Nobody has gotten more than 1 heat races for the J2 cars, USRA BMONs, but when it comes to feature time, it's been the 65 of Chris Jackson. Been getting it done so far this season, but like as I mentioned, he is going to be starting in 7th tonight. So it'll be exciting to see what he can do. But right now it is going back to our original restart. Don't forget, while you're here at the track or watching online at showmedirt.tv, to check in the Lebanon Midway Speedway. Post a picture or a video. Let your friends know that you're spending your Friday night. The last Friday night in the month of April of 2022, right here at the Mighty Lebanon Midway Speedway for round number 3 for the chase for the championship. Don't forget to go down there and visit the Independence Stave Company concession stand, as well as the Anheuser-Busch Beer Garden on the opposite end of the concession stand. Also, we appreciate once again Sean the Grindstaff, our track photographer here at the Mighty Lebanon Midway Speedway, does a fantastic job capturing all of our racing action here at the Mighty Lebanon Midway Speedway. Still working there in the bottom of turn, the exit of turn number 2. Don't forget, we'll be right back here next Friday night, racing right here at the Mighty Lebanon Midway Speedway. Make sure you're back with us next Friday night. Don't forget to look us up on our website, www.midwayspeedway.net, or on the My Race Pass app for our schedule for the 2022 racing season. We'll be racing all the way through the month of May on Friday night, except for May 29th. It is going to be a Sunday evening, as it's going to be the Tony Roper Memorial Cash Money Late Model Series will be on hand with us, as we'll just be racing on Sunday that weekend. But a couple weeks before that, Friday night, May the 13th, we're going to be racing right here at the Mighty Lebanon Midway Speedway. But on Saturday, May the 14th, it's going to be the Moonshine Mashup, a little bit of car show for some hot rods. As the 55 there, Colson Kirk, looking to get some assistance there from the people on the fence there, so he can see how his car looks, and it looks like he's getting strapped back in there. Got the window net down, and the Rains Ice 55 of Colson Kirk, as I mentioned, right now runner-up in the USRA National Point Standings for the Beamons. As he put on a heck of a show on opening weekend, as he gave the 65 of Chris Jackson a run. Still got the 4 of Dylan Long in the infield there on the exit of turn number 2. So the 55 of Colson Kirk looks like he's able to continue on. So the 12 Parker Smith and the 11 of Logan Smith is going to be on their front row as no laps completed. Going to go back to our original restart. Want to thank Independent Stave Company for coming on board for our concession stand since 1912. Independent Stave Company has crafted quality cooperage products for wines, spirits, industries. Every day, millions of people enjoy beverages aged in our barrels. Also, we appreciate Anheuser-Busch sponsoring the Beer Garden this year. America's best loved brewing, creating stronger communities and meaningful moments for over 160 years. The 30 now, Dustin Locks needing some assistance there from the Night Auction Service push truck. So getting the track cleared. So we get ready to go racing here. No laps completed. Lights will be going off. Green flag next time for the J2 cars. USRA Beamon Heat Race number 3. Heat race number 1 went to Stetson Johnson in the 119. Heat race number 2 went to the 14W of Dustin Walker on the last lap. Made a pass to get the win, and here we are in heat race number 3 for the J2 cars. USRA Beamons. Green flag is in the air. Parker Smith out front, the 55. Colson Kirk moving up to that second spot. The 11 of Logan Smith, him third. Parker Smith, your leader. Colson Kirk right there behind the leader. The 11 of Logan Smith sitting there in third. In the turns, number 3 and 4 they go. Kirk on the inside, and now 55 looking to take over the lead. He does. Kirk now your new race leader. The 12 of Parker Smith in second. The 11L of Logan Smith in third. As Colson Kirk involved in the caution there on the first lap and got it strapped back in, safety belts back on, the window net back up, and he has drove his way to that top spot here in heat race number 3. The 12 of Parker Smith in second, and 11L of Logan Smith in third, and we got the 30. Dustin Locks going around there, breathing out the Joker Welding caution flag. As Joker Welding, sponsor of our caution flag this season. Over 25 years of experience, Joe Seaman does a fantastic job in the welding industry as a portable welder, and he can do MIG, TIG, and stick. You need something weld, give him a call at 417-664-0535. So the 30 of Dustin Locks looking to get it fired back up. As it's the 55 of Colson Kirk, your leader, 12 of Parker Smith in second. The 11L of Logan Smith in third. So we'll see if he can get it started. At the line, lights will be going off. There'll be a green flag next time. Here we go, lights are off for the J2 cars, USRA Beamon heat race number 3. Green flag is back in the air. Colson Kirk out front. 12 of Parker Smith in second. 11 L of Logan Smith in third. Colson Kirk's extending his lead out front from the 12 of Parker Smith. 2 more laps to go for the 55 of Colson Kirk. Colson Kirk in the 55 will come out of turn number 4. Checkered flag is in the air for Colson Kirk. The 12 of Parker Smith coming on second. The 11 of Logan Smith coming on third. As the streak continues. Seven heat races so far this season for the Beamons, and we've had 7 different winners. But when it comes to feature time, we've been having the same winners. We'll see if that will be changed tonight as we get ready now for the Eagle Machine USRA stock cars. Heat race on the pole will be Mason Beck in the OF out of Urbana, Missouri. On his outside, it's going to be the 23 of Mark Simon, last week's feature winner and current point leader. Row number 2 on the inside from Stoutland, Missouri. It's going to be 11 of Derek Brown. On his outside, national point leader, Ronnie Schweitzer. Row number 3, it'll be Ed Riggs and Darren Phillips. Green flag is in the air. Mason Beck out front in the 0. 23 of Mark Simon in second. Derek Brown and Rodney Schweitzer battling there for that third spot. Down the backstretch they go. Mason Beck out of Urbana, Missouri. Been racing since 2019. He loves racing, loves turkey hunting and football. It is turkey season. Right now tonight, we're in the middle of racing season. 23 of Mark Simon out of Buffalo, Missouri, running second. The 11 of Derek Brown out of Stoutland, Missouri, in that third spot. Derek Brown, sponsored by Double B Cattle Company. 74, Ronnie Schweitzer out of Kansas City, Kansas. The Rich Custom Engines. They're racing since 2008. Right now, currently, your USRA stock car national point leader. But it's all Mason Beck out front in the OF. Mark Simon in the 23, still in second. Derek Brown in 11 in third. Mason Beck out of Urbana, Missouri. Just 18 years old. Derek Brown now on the inside of Mark Simon. He takes over the second place spot now. as Mark Simon falls back a spot to third. But the 18-year-old Mason Beck's going to get the white flag one more time around. Derek Brown out of Stoutland, Missouri in second. The 23 of Mark Simon trying to hold off that 74 of Ronnie Schweitzer. But the 18-year-old Mason Beck getting the checkered flag. The 11 of Derek Brown coming home second. The 23 of Mark Simon coming home third. And the 74 of Ronnie Schweitzer coming home fourth. So the 0 of Mason Beck is getting his first heat race win here at the Lebanon Midway Speedway this season. As we get ready now for the Macadoodles POWRi Pure Stocks heat races. One of 3 heat races. First of 3 coming out right now on the pole for this one. Out of Conway, Missouri, it's the 42 of Levi Harris on his outside from Falcon, Missouri. It's going to be the 14 of Jonathan Thimley. Row number 2 on the inside from Lebanon, Missouri. It's going to be the 8K of Tyler Knutson on his outside. It's going to be the 33 of Tyrell Jones. Row number 3 on the inside, your current POWRi Pure Stock national point leader, the L34 of James Reedus on his outside out of Buffalo, Missouri. It'll be the 057 of Sheldon Roberts. In row number 4 on the inside of Urbana, Missouri, it's going to be the 21 of Carson Groniger. 8 laps will be your distance for the Macadoodles POWRi Pure Stocks. The last class, the USRA stock cars, Eagle Machine doing the top 5, $50 extra. And for this class, the Macadoodles POWRi Pure Stocks, Complete Services, and Pro Fab adding extra money for the Pure Stocks. Green flag is in the air for the Macadoodles POWRi Pure Stock heat race number 1. Here they come. Last week's feature winner, the 8K of Tyler Knutson out front. Takes lap number 1. 3 wide battle there for third. It was the 057 of Sheldon Roberts battling there with the 34 of James Reedus. Side by side for that third spot, but it's the 8K of Tyler Knutson out front. Tyler Knutson, your leader. James Reedus now on the outside of the 42 of Levi Harris now. He's in that runner-up spot. Tyler Knutson out of Lebanon, Missouri. 27 years old. I graduated with Tyler back in 2013. Getting ready to come up on 10 years since we've been out of school. But Tyler Knutson getting it done here tonight so far in the heat race. 1 for the Macadoodles POWRi Pure Stocks. The 34 of James Reedus. POWRi Pure Stocks national point leader is running in second, but a good side-by-side battle for that third spot there between the 42 of Levi Harris and the 057 of Sheldon Roberts. So Tyler Knutson with a big lead. 21 there. Carson Groniger trying to stay on the lead lap. As the white flag is in the air for the 8K of Tyler Knutson. The 34 of James Reedus in second. The 057 of Sheldon Roberts in third. As Tyler Knutson, last week's feature winner, going to be heat race winner number 1 tonight. James Reedus coming home second. The old 57 of Sheldon Roberts coming home third. So at the 8K of Tyler Knutson continuing his good run here at the mighty Lebanon Midway Speedway in week number 3. So we get ready now for the Macadoodles POWRi Pure Stock Heat Race number 2. On the pole for this one out of Lebanon, Missouri, it's going to be the 17 of Austin Wilson. His outside from Buffalo, Missouri, it's going to be the 24, Trenton Houston. Row number 2 on the inside from Tuscumbia, Missouri. It's going to be the 26 of Preston McDowell on his outside. Out of Tuscumbia, Missouri, it's going to be the current track point leader, the 5 of Justin McDowell. In row number 3 on the inside from Conway, Missouri, it's going to be the 40 of Alcoa Harris. On the outside from Long Lane, Missouri, tied for the point lead with the 5 of Justin McDowell. It's going to be the 6 of Corey Henson out of Long Lane, Missouri. For the Macadoodles POWRi Pure Stock Heat Race number 2. Lights are off. Green flag is in the air. Trenton Houston out front in the 24. Trenton Houston still out front. 26 of Preston McDowell in second. 17 of Austin Wilson in third. The 6 there, Corey Henson with a right rear flat. 24, Trenton Houston still out front, your leader. Here comes the 26 of Preston McDowell. Looking to make a run there on the 24 of Houston. McDowell on the inside of Houston. They're racing hard there, side by side in turns 3 and 4. Preston McDowell at the line will take over the lead, become your new race leader. Trenton Houston not giving up though, staying right there in second. The 5 of Justin McDowell in third. It's the 26. Of Preston McDowell. So the 17 of Austin Wilson. So the 26 of Preston McDowell, your leader. 24 of Trenton Houston. We'll choose the inside of the lane there. And runner 2 to 5. Justin McDowell will be on the outside. Lights are off. But can go back racing this time. Green flag is back in the air for the Macadoodles POWRi Pure Stock Heat Race number 2. As it's the 26 of Preston McDowell out front, the 24 Trenton Houston in second, the 5 of Justin McDowell right now in third. And we almost had a T-bone in turn number 2. 40 of Alcoa Harris is able to keep it going. Almost saw a T-bone stake right there. The 26 Preston McDowell out front. 24 Trenton Houston in second. 5 of Justin McDowell in third. White flag is in the air there for the 26 of Preston McDowell. Checker flag is in the air. So the 26 of Preston McDowell, your heat race winner in heat race number 2. You're ready now for the POWRi Pure Stocks heat race number 3. On the pole for this one, it'll be the 57D of Dalton Roberts. And on the outside out of Springfield, Missouri, right now, the top 5 running 5th in the national point standings. That's the 53 of Kevin Yoint. Row number 2 on the inside from Marshfield, Missouri. It's going to be the 12 of Greg Dykstra. On his outside from Buffalo, Missouri, it's going to be the 57 of Justin Roberts. Row number 3 on the inside from Buffalo, Missouri, it's going to be the 32 of Richard Adams. On his outside, it's going to be the 41 of Krieger Harris out of Conway, Missouri. 8 laps, 6 cars for our third and final heat race here for round number 3. Green flag is in the air. Dalton Roberts out front early. Your leader, the 53 of Kevin Yoint in second. The 12 of Craig Dykstra in third. Good battle there behind him, though, for fourth. Here comes the 32 of Richard Adams on the inside of Dykstra. Dykstra looking to take over that third spot. The 57D of Dalton Roberts holding on to the lead, though, as the 53 of Kevin Yoint right there in second. The 32 of Richard Adams in third. Down the front stretch they go down the turns 1 and 2. Good racing so far in the Macadoodles POWRi Pure Stock heat race number 3. As the 57D, Dalton Roberts, your leader. 53 of Kevin Yoint in second. 32 Richard Adams in third. .57D, Dalton Roberts out front. Good racing back there in the middle of the pack, though, but we're getting ready to separate now, single file all the way through. Roberts in the 57D, your leader. 53, Kevin Yoint in second. Got a little bit of loose there in turn number 1, but able to hold on to second. The 32, Richard Adams, right there. Good racing going on for second. Adams looking to go on the inside. 2 more laps to go. Richard Adams making a move on the 53 of Kevin Yoint. Side by side down the backstretch they go. The 57D of Dalton Roberts is saying, have at it, boys. I'll extend my lead. As Yoint trying to hold on, but here comes the 32 of Adams. He takes over second. White flag is in the air one more time around. The 57D of Dalton Roberts now going into turns number 3, now 4. Out of turn number 4, checker flag is in the air for the 57D of Dalton Roberts. The 32 of Richard Adams coming home second. The 53 of Kevin Yoint coming home third. So that will wrap it up for Macadoodle's Power Eye Pure Stocks Heat Races. Once again, Macadoodle's Power Eye Pure Stocks getting extra money tonight from Lee McGill from Complete Services. Extra money, $75 the first, $50 the second, $25 the third, fourth, and fifth. Lee's business is located in Springfield on Highway 65 in Kearney, right by the Come and Go. And Pro Fab adding 100 extra dollars to our third place finisher tonight. As Sean Whitman on the track right now, getting a little bit of hot laps in, did a little bit of carburetor change. 4 to 13, Sean Whitman. So Sean Whitman did a carburetor change, and he's going back into the pit area. As he changed motors this week, so new motor there for the 13 of Sean Whitman. As that will bring us to our intermission break here at the mighty Lebanon Midway Speedway. Chase for the championship. Go get you something to eat and drink. Come back to your seats. Get ready to be on the edge of your seats for tonight's feature racing action. Get ready for feature time here at the mighty Lebanon Midway Speedway for round number 3 for the chase for the championship. I want to kick it off first with our Ozark Sporting Goods Power Eye Super Stocks feature here tonight. Week number 1, it went to the 56 of Mark Davis. Last week, it went to the 414 of Ryan Thomas for his first career win. We'll see who will get it done tonight. Josh Lewis in that 7 machine had a very good run in his heat race. We'll see. We'll see what he does here tonight. Don't forget to follow along on the My Race Pass app with the lineups and results after the feature win. As each and every feature winner will make their way to the RE/MAX Next Generation Victory Lane. RE/MAX agents have the experience to get the job done in today's market. Outstanding agents and outstanding results. Great things happen when driven individuals come together and treat real estate as a profession. And that is, in a nutshell, what RE/MAX Next Generation is all about. Located at 278 North Jefferson, Lebanon, Missouri. Give them a call today at 417-991-3333. For Power Eye Super Stocks in our national point standings, Michael Muskrat right now is your point leader in the national point standings. He is on hand with us here tonight. So we'll see how he runs here. But for those that have got the My Race Pass app and looking through the lineups, tonight's feature lineups are very, very good. A lot of talented drivers here tonight. We get ready now for the Ozark Sporting Goods Power Eye Super Stocks feature here tonight. They'll come on the track here. They'll roll in that front stretch On the pole out of Stoutland, Missouri, it's going to be the 7 of Josh Lewis. Josh Lewis, winner in heat race number 1. On his outside, winner in heat race number 2 out of Fair Grove, Missouri, out of Grove Springs, Missouri. That's the 56 of Mark Davis. Row number 2 on the inside from Stillwell, Oklahoma. He is your current POWRi Superstock national point leader, the 164 of Michael Muskrat. On his outside in the 820, that is Jimmy Thomas. Row number 3 on the inside from Tuscumbia, Missouri, that's the 05 of Del Berry. On his outside from Phillipsburg, Missouri in the 32, that's Jim Button. Row number 4 on the inside out of Niagara, Missouri, that's the 53 of Danny O'Neill. On his outside from Lebanon, Missouri, that's the 32X of John Newell. Row number 5 on the inside from Fair Grove, Missouri. Last week's feature winner in the 414 of Ryan Thomas. And on his outside from Rolla, Missouri, it'll be the car number 8 of Tanner Woody. 15 laps is your distance for the Ozark Sporting Goods POWRi Superstock feature. Josh Lewis having a good run. Got a heat race win last week. Got a heat race win this week. The only thing he is missing is that trip to the Remax Next Generation Victory Lane. 56 of Mark Davis, opening night's feature winner out of Grove Springs, Missouri. So roll it in that front stretch. Get a little feel for that front stretch there before we let them loose for the Ozark Sporting Goods POWRi Superstock. Amen. Here we go, doubling them up. 2 by 2, getting ready to set off round number 3 for the chase for the championship. 2 races so far, 2 different winners. Can we continue on the streak? Or will we see a repeat winner? "15 laps is your distance, 10 cars, 15 times around." Mark Davis, opening night winner. Ryan Thomas, winner last week. Will we see a new feature winner? Green flag is in the air. Josh Lewis out front, the 56 of Mark Davis staying right there with him. The 164 Michael Muskrat in third. Here they come in the turn number 4. Muskrat there on the inside of Davis. Down the front stretch they go. Lewis able to hold off Muskrat to take lap number 1. 3 cars right now battling for that lead spot. Lewis still out front. Davis and Muskrat battling there side by side. The 820 of Jimmy Thomas sitting there in that 3rd spot. But right now it is Lewis out front, working as hard as he can to hold on to that lead spot with the 56 of Davis and Muskrat battling there for a second. Trouble there for the 53 of Danny O'Neill. He will go to the rear of the field there. But we're still staying green as the 7 of Josh Lewis is still out front, your leader. 56 of Mark Davis in second. The 164 of Michael Muskrat in third. The 820 of Jimmy Thomas in fourth. As we're still racing here for the Ozark Sporting Goods POWRi Superstock A feature. Right now, Mark Davis sitting right there in that second spot right now. Just right in there in second. The 7 of Josh Lewis still out front, your leader. The 164 of Michael Muskrat, national point leader, sitting in third. Right now it's Lewis, Davis, Muskrat, Thomas, and Perry, your top five. Josh looking really good tonight here in week number 3. And we got contact in turn number 1. The entries in turn number 1. Last week's feature winner, the 414 of Ryan Thomas and the 32 of Jim Button, making contact there and bringing out the Joker Welding caution flag. 7 laps in. As the Joker Welding caution flag will come out for the Ozark Sporting Goods POWRi Superstock feature. Ozark Sporting Goods has moved into their new location, the old Harley-Davidson building. Ozark Sporting Goods archery and firearms store with the largest inventory in the area. Open 7 days a week. We also have the ability to meet your firearms training needs. Visit them online or Facebook, or give them a call at 417-532-4868. 4868. They were originally in the mall on Evergreen Parkway, but moved right down the road from the mall on the left there in the old Harley-Davidson building there on the outer road off of Interstate 44. So far, it is the 7 of Josh Lewis out front, your leader, the 56 of Mark Davis in second. The 164 of Michael Muskrat in third. Josh Lewis last week got a heat race win. This week got a heat race win and looking to get that 7 machine in the Remax Next Generation victory lane. Once again, we will thank everybody that is watching on ShowMeDirt.tv. Appreciate Thomas Shaw and Show Me Dirt videos for everything they do here week in and week out. So the 414 Ryan Thomas with a flat tire took the hard right turn into the pit area. 56 Mark Davis will have the choice between the bottom or the top. He will choose the top. The 164 of Michael Muskrat will go on the inside of row number 2. Behind the 7 of Josh Lewis. 56 of Mark Davis, right now your current point leader in the track point standings in the Ozark Sporting Goods POWRi Superstocks. And on his inside in the 164, POWRi Superstocks, Michael Muskrat in the 164. 7 laps in, a 15-lap feature. Great view of the camera shot there. That is right under the flag stand here at the mighty Lebanon Midway Speedway. Great looking facility here as it went under new ownership last year. Clint and Tina taking over as Clint was our turn 3 staging area guy. Did that for many, many years and then took over ownership last year. And the 414 of Ryan Thomas coming back onto the track. Lights are off. 7 laps in. Here we go. Josh Lewis will be able to hold off and get the win tonight. Green flag is back in the air. Lewis out front. Michael Muskrat now the inside of Davis. He will take over that second spot. They go into turns 3 and 4. Davis still staying on the outside though. Look at the battle there up front. Josh Lewis getting the halfway sign from flagman Keith Foreman. Lewis having a heck of a night. Michael Muskrat, though, the national point leader right there in second. The 56 of Mark Davis, the track point leader in third. The 820 of Jimmy Thomas right now in that 4th spot. The 05 of Dale Berry in that 5th spot, looking for a top 5 finish. Good racing there in the back of the pack there. 32X there, racing with the 53 of Danny O'Neill. Here comes the 32 of Jim Button. Good battle back in the back. Racing all the way through around this mighty Midway Speedway. As Josh Lewis is holding off the national point leader, but Michael Muskrat was looking on that top side, looking to swing it wide. As the 56 of Mark Davis is right there as well. Look at this battle for the lead down the backstretch. Davis and Muskrat side by side. We're closing in on the last laps here as Muskrat and Lewis, we got caution. The 32's making contact. Man, if that stayed green, that was going to be a heck of a race there for the lead. We go back to the last lap scored, and it was a 7 of Josh Lewis, your leader. 164 of Michael Muskrat in second, to 56 of Mark Davis in third. So the 164 of Michael Muskrat will have the choice between the top or the bottom. He was running really well on the top side. That's the side he picks. The 56 of Mark Davis will have to go on the inside there of row number 2. Lights are off at the line. 11 laps in, 4 more laps to go. Fans, get on the edge of your seats. These Ozark Sporting Goods Powerized Super Stocks are putting on a heck of a feature here tonight. Josh Lewis running a heck of a night here tonight. Looking for a good run here. Green flag is back in the air. Lewis still staying on that bottom side. Michael Muskrat looking on the high side. Davis on the inside of Muskrat. They're side by side. Muskrat now on the outside of Lewis. Lewis on the inside. They come out turn number 4. Down the front stretch they go. We got a new race leader, the 164 of Michael Muskrat. Here comes the 05 of Del Berry looking on the inside of the 56 of Mark Davis. Down the backstretch they go. Muskrat out front. Lewis in second. Davis and Berry battling there for that 3rd spot. 2 more laps to go for the 164 of Michael Muskrat. The 7 of Josh Lewis in second. The 56 of Mark Davis in 3rd. Muskrat's going to get the white flag coming out of turn number 4. Caution coming out. The Joker welding caution flag comes out for the 8 Tanner Woody and the 32X John Knoll. Man, oh man, what a finish this is going to be. This restart's going to be very, very critical right here. Michael Muskrat. I've been running second there for about 4 laps. Then took over the lead. Josh Lewis has led majority of the race, the first 11 laps. Now he's sitting in that second spot. The 56 of Mark Davis was running second there for a while, but now he's in third. The 05 of Del Berry is now in fourth. So the 7 of Josh Lewis is choosing that inside lane. Mark Davis is going to have to go on the outside. Here we go. Lights are going off. Josh Lewis is fast. Mark Davis is fast. The 05 of Del Berry right there inside of row number 3. He has a fast car. The 164 Michael Muskrat right here. Going to have to put it in defensive mode. Because he has the Lewis on the inside of, and the 56 of Davis on the outside. Two more laps to go. Green flag is back in the air. Here we go. Michael Muskrat out front. Lewis and Davis battling there side by side. They go now in the turns 3 and 4. In the turn number 4, Muskrat went up the track there. Davis took advantage. He took over that second spot. Muskrat off the pace there. Here comes Davis on the inside. They're side by side down the back stretch. Michael Muskrat trying to hold on to the lead. Davis in second. Lewis in third. Here they come out of turn number 4. Michael Muskrat getting the win. Mark Davis going home second. Josh Lewis coming home third. What a race. 2 cars on the back stretch. The 53 of Danny O'Neill and the 8 of Tanner Woody. But man, what a run for Ozark Sporting Goods Power I Super Stocks. Michael Muskrat, Mark Davis, Josh Lewis, those 3 drivers. The whole race was making it exciting out front there. But right now, your current Power I Super Stock national point leader, the 164, Michael Muskrat, is going to be parking it in the Remax Next Generation Victory Lane. But it didn't come easy for him. He had to work hard. And Davis was coming on late there at the end. The helmet is off. Race fans out of the car, let them hear you. Your Ozark Sporting Goods Power I Super Stock feature winner, the 164 of Michael Muskrat. Congratulations once again to the 164, Michael Muskrat, down there in the Remax Next Generation Victory Lane for the Ozark Sporting Goods Power I Super Stocks. All right, getting the track cleared over off of the back stretch there. As the boss man Clint Gann riding around in his Hummer. So we get ready now for the Spectrum Design late model feature. One heck of a feature last week in the late model division. Dustin Atkinson getting it done last week, but Chris Hawkins pretty much controlled the race, and Dustin Atkinson went on the final lap, went on the inside of him and on down the back stretch in the turns 3 and 4 and took over the lead and got the win. Here we go. It's time for the Spectrum Design late model feature. On the pole for this one, out of Buffalo, Missouri, it's going to be the 23 of Mark Simon, winner on opening night. On his outside of Neosho, Missouri, it's going to be USA 1 of Chris Hawkins, heat race winner in heat race number 2. Row number 2 on the inside, last week's feature winner out of Lebanon, Missouri, it's going to be the 4A of Dustin Atkinson. And on his outside from Fairgrove, Missouri, it's going to be the 93D of Josh Dugan. Row number 3 on the inside. Out of Balver, Missouri, it's going to be a 52 of Stephen Price. And on his outside from Spokane, Missouri, it's going to be a 26D of Jonathan Dean. Row number 4 on the inside. Out of Rocky Comfort, Missouri, it's going to be the 83 of Joe Hatfield. And on his outside from Fairgrove, Missouri, it's going to be the 13 of Sean Whitman. Here we go, going to double them up here for the Spectrum Design late model A feature. Two weeks of racing action, 2 different feature winners. Mark Simon, Chris Hawkins on the front row. Dustin Atkinson, Josh Dugan in row number 2. At the line, lights are going off. We're going to see the green flag fly next time. Here we go, lights are off. 20 laps is your distance for the Spectrum Design late model A feature. No start. Front row supposed to be door to door. Track officials not liking that start. Here we go. Lights are off. Green flag is in the air for the Spectrum Design late model A feature. Mark Simon out front. Chris Hawkins looking on the inside. Dustin Atkinson right there as well. Side by side down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4. Simon looking to hold off Hawkins as they come around here for lap number 1 at the line. It's going to be Mark Simon, Chris Hawkins, Dustin Atkinson, your top 3. What a battle back there for 4th between the 26D of Jonathan Dean and the 93D of Josh Dugan, side by side down the backstretch into turns 3. Now 4. Mark Simon takes lap number 2. Chris Hawkins still in second. The 1. The 4A of Dustin Atkinson in 3rd. Side by side, Atkinson and Hawkins putting on a battle there. We saw them battling for the lead last week. Right this week, they're battling for that runner-up spot. Mark Simon in the 23 out front. The 4A of Dustin Atkinson in second. Chris Hawkins in the USA 1 in 3rd. Single file right now all the way around the mighty Lebanon Midway Speedway. Mark Simon, the 23 out of Buffalo, Missouri. Out front. Been racing since 1997. 4A of Dustin Atkinson, current point leader here at the track. Is in second. USA 1 of Chris Hawkins in 3rd. Atkinson trying to close the gap there on the 23 of Mark Simon. Atkinson is a very patient driver. He knows when to settle in and just ride. And he knows when to come on strong. We've seen that last week, but the 23 of Mark Simon, opening night feature winner, looking to get back in victory lane. But Atkinson is closing in. Mark Simon, the 23, down the backstretch he goes. Atkinson in the 4, closing in within a car length now as they go down the front stretch. Mark Simon still out front, your leader, the 4A of Dustin Atkinson in second. Nathan Warson is here tonight with this drone. Good to have Nathan here, as he is flying with the late models around the mighty Lebanon Midway Speedway. Dusty, though, sitting right there in second. Same thing as last week, but a different driver out front. That's the 23 of Mark Simon. Last week it was the USA 1 of Chris Hawkins. The 23 of Mark Simon still trying to hold on to the lead. The 4A of Dustin Atkinson in second. Mark Simon out front, still your leader, the 83 of Joe Hatfield. First time in a car, trying to stay on the lead lap. We'll see if this pays a difference in the race for the lead. Down the backstretch they go. As Mark Simon still holding on. The 4A of Dustin Atkinson still sitting there in second. 15 laps in. 5 more laps to go. Hawkins now in the USA 1 is gaining on the leaders. 4 more laps to go now. Can Mark Simon hold on? Dustin Atkinson in this 4A in second. Mark Simon each and every lap hitting his marks. Here comes Atkinson. Two more laps to go. Atkinson is right there. Will we see a repeat from last week? Here we go. Mark Simon He knows what happens last week. He got it watched in front of it happen as the white flag is in the air one more time around. Mark Simon saying, not this week. Here we go, but here comes Dustin Atkinson. Hold on. Mark Simon has 2 more turns and half a front stretch. Atkinson on the outside. Can he make it stick? No, he can't. Mark Simon getting it done. Dustin Atkinson coming home second. Chris Hawkins coming home third. What a run for the 23 of Mark Simon. Last week he saw it all pay out in front of him. But tonight he came out in front. What a run there by the 23 of Mark Simon. Atkinson trying to make a move late there on the outside, but Simon stayed there on the bottom and let it stick and brought it home. And he will park it in the Remax Next Generation victory lane. And I believe that will put him back into the point lead, possibly. We'll see how it pays out. So Mark Simon parking it in the Remax Next Generation victory lane. Opening night, he got a heat race win and won the feature. Tonight, he got a heat race win and won the feature. Fans, let him hear you. Your Spectrum Design late model feature winner, the 23 of Mark Simon. Congratulations once again to the 23 of Mark Simon, your Spectrum Design late model feature winner. Good racing so far in our feature racing, but ladies and gentlemen, this feature is going to be worth the price of admission right here. If you haven't already looked at the lineup, you'll probably need to get those phones out and look up the lineup right now and follow me through this lineup for the J2 Cars USRA B-Mon feature lineup. On the pole, out of Polk, Missouri, it's going to be the 14W of Dustin Walker. On his outside from Urbana, Missouri in the 55. Right now, runner-up in the USRA B-Mon National Point Standings. That's the 55 of Colson Kirk. Row number 2 on the inside from the Osho, Missouri. It's going to be the 119 of Stetson Johnson. On his outside from Sedalia, Missouri, it's going to be the 7B of Terry Schultz. Row number 3 on the inside from Richland, Missouri. It's going to be the G12 of Austin Greer. On his outside from Mexico, Missouri, it's going to be the 12 of Parker Smith. Row number 3 on the inside from Lebanon, Missouri. He is the 2-time feature winner so far this season. It's the 65 of Chris Jackson. On his outside from Lebanon, Missouri, it's going to be the 28 of Wesley Briggs. Row number 5 on the inside from El Dorado Springs, Missouri, it's going to be the 11L of Logan Smith. On his outside out of Wheatland, Missouri, it's the Wheatland Outlaw, Mike Striegel in car 17. Row number 6 on the inside from Bulver, Missouri, it's going to be the 39 of the White Brown. On his outside from Fulton, Missouri, it's going to be the 30 of Dustin Locks. Row number 7 on the inside from Willard, Missouri, it's going to be the 86 of Jeff Albright. And on his outside it'll be the 55X of Joey Green out of Fulton, Missouri. Row number 8 on the inside from Springfield, Missouri, it's going to be the 4 of Dylan Long. And on his outside out of Jefferson City, Missouri, it's going to be the 71C of Cody Crabtree. In the 9th and final row, out of Lynchburg, Missouri, it's going to be the 15H of Jeremy Hazel. "20 laps is your distance for the J2 Cars USRA B-Mons. McCowan Farms coming on board this week. Top 5 getting extra $50 for our top 5 finishers here tonight. Well, Buggy got away from old Simon there, but is able to hop right on in there. That Buggy's like, I don't know about you, but I'm getting out of the way. We got over about 17 B-mods coming at me, and that Buggy was like, I'm out of here. I have nothing for these modifieds, as the 65 of Chris Jackson having to start 7th this week, winning 2 in a row. But this right here is going to be the price of admission. Midway Speedway, fans in the stand and watching online, you ready for some J2 cars, USRA B-Mod feature racing action. Dustin Walker on the pole, 20 laps will be your distance, fans. This is what you came for, this is what you paid for. Big field of B-Mods as we get ready to go. Lights are going off. Green flag next time. Here we go. Midway Speedway, the mighty Midway Speedway. Get ready to see the mighty Modifieds take on, and green flag is in the air. Dustin Walker side by side with a 55 of Colson Kirk. Down the backstretch they go. And we got trouble in turn number 2. The Joker Welding caution flag coming out. So it looks like the 28 of Jeremy Hazel. He usually drives the 15 machine, but blew the motor, and so he's going to take 1 lap in that 28. And then got the 55 of Joey Green. So no lap completed. Going back to the original restart. For the Joker Welding caution came out. Joker Welding, one of the finest welding companies in the area. Joker Welding, they sell gas, wire, welding machines, welding hoods, and all of it. Almost 25 years of experience for Joe Seaman in the welding industry. But no lap completed here for the J2 cars, USRA B-Mods. Once again, the top 5 fixed to McCowan Farms, getting $50 extra. At the line, the lights are going off. Dustin Walker, Colson Kirk on the front row. On opening night, Colson Kirk came home with a runner-up spot. Back with us here tonight for week number 3, round number 3 for the chase for the championship. We get ready to go green. Green flag is in the air. Dustin Walker trying to hold on to 55, though. Colson Kirk has the advantage going down the backstretch. Here they go now in the turns 3 and 4. It's Kirk, Walker, and Johnson, your top three. Colson Kirk in the 55, still out front. The 14 of Dustin Walker in second. The 19 of Stetson Johnson in third. The 7B of Terry Schultz in fourth. Chris Jackson in the 65 in the top 5. All 5 of those drivers, if they finished right now, would get $50 extra thanks to McCowan Farms. Down the front stretch they go. 3 laps in. It's still Colson Kirk out front. Walker in the 14 in second. The 19 of Johnson in third. Caution coming out for the 55 of Colson Kirk. Or, excuse me, the 55 of Joey Green. Bringing out the caution. Colson Kirk is your leader. 14W of Dustin Walker in second. 19 of Stetson Johnson in third. The 7B of Terry Schultz in fourth. The 65 of Chris Jackson in fifth. Looks like the 12 of Parker Smith has a left front flat. '55 of Colson Kirk out of Urbana, Missouri. J2 Cars, the sponsor of the B-Mods this season. Located on West Elm in Lebanon, Missouri. J2 Cars is a one-stop shop for all your racing needs. Like them on Facebook and give them a call at 417-991-2556. So we'll give the 12 of Parker Smith a couple of laps here to get that tire changed. Once again, we welcome everybody watching on ShowMeDirt.tv right there. Wherever you're watching from, feel free to like us on our Facebook page at Lebanon Midway Speedway, or go on the Show Me Dirt Facebook page and hit the like button there as well. We race each and every Friday night right here, the mighty Lebanon Midway Speedway in Lebanon, Missouri. So 14W of Dustin Walker choosing an inside lane to 119 of Stetson Johnson. Will go on the outside. As earlier tonight in the heat race action, it was Stetson Johnson, Dustin Walker, and Colson Kirk. Top 3 getting heat race wins. Those drivers, they come back next week, get their pit pass paid for. Also want to thank the 66 Trust for the hard luck driver. As we get ready to go back racing here, green flag is back in the air. Colson Kirk out front. Walker and Johnson battling there for that second spot. Good side-by-side battle up front. Colson Kirk out front, your leader. Jackson doing pretty good there on that outside lane. Working the outside lane around the mighty Midway Speedway on the outside there to 14W Dustin Walker. As the 7B of Terry Schultz now battling with the 65 of Chris Jackson. 55 of Colson Kirk out front. Jackson now on the outside of the 14W Dustin Walker. Jackson sideways. He corrects it. We're saying green. He almost completely lost it now. The 17 of Mike Striegel on the inside of Jackson. As we got the Joker Welding caution flag coming out. So the 71C of Cody Crabtree bringing out the caution there, the Joker Welding caution. But what a save there by Chris Jackson right here on the Midwest Sheet Metal instant replay. And 65 there, Jackson, and Terry Schultz able to save Jackson there. And you can see the damage there to the 7B, Terry Schultz. After he saved the 65 of Chris Jackson. So it's the 55 of Colson Kirk, your leader, the 119 of Stetson Johnson in second. 14W of Dustin Walker in third, the 65 of Chris Jackson in fourth. As the 7B of Terry Schultz will pull up to the chute there in turn number 3 and get that right side looked at. So the G12 of Austin Greer over in turn number 3 chute. Getting some sheet metal pulled there. We do that here at the mighty Midway Speedway as want to make sure that metal's not cutting into those tires, as those tires do cost money. So it looks like the 7B, Terry Schultz, is going into pit road as he's got bigger issues. As they're still working on the G12 of Austin Greer. 55 of Colson Kirk is still your leader. The 119 of Stetson Johnson in second. The 14W of Dustin Walker in third. So Colson Kirk right now runner-up in the USRA B-Mods national point standings. The 119 of Stetson Johnson will have the choice between the bottom or the top. He's going to choose that bottom lane. Dustin Walker is going to go on the outside. Chris Jackson in row number 3 gets that inside lane. The G12 of Austin Greer will be on the outside. Here we go. Green flag is back in the air. Colson Kirk out front. 65, Chris Jackson moves up to that runner-up spot now. Colson Kirk, your leader, 65 of Chris Jackson in second. Jackson on the outside, Kirk on the inside, side by side. Down the backstretch they go now on the turns, number 3 and 4. Colson Kirk, Chris Jackson racing side by side. Jackson takes over the lead. Jackson out front now, your race leader, but Colson Kirk staying right there with Jackson as they go down the backstretch. Kirk on the inside, Jackson on the outside. Stetson Johnson to 119 sitting there in that third spot. As now Jackson takes over the lead. Chris Jackson got saved by the 7B of Terry Schultz earlier in the race. Had a great restart, and now he's out front. Your leader in the 65 machine. The 55 of Colson Kirk in second. The 119 of Stetson Johnson in third. Mike Striegel in fourth. The 14W of Justin Walker in fifth. But still Jackson out front. 55 of Colson Kirk in second. Stetson Johnson in 19 in third, but here comes the Wheatland Outlaw Mike Striegel right there behind Johnson. Good race there for that third place spot. As Jackson coming up on some lap traffic. But Jackson extending his lead out front. $15 laps in, 5 more laps to go. Chris Jackson coming in to turn number 4 out of 4. $17 laps in, 3 more laps to go. As it's Jackson, Kirk, Mike Striegel in the 17 in third. 2 more laps to go for the 65 of Chris Jackson. 55 of Colson Kirk in second. White flag is in the air one more time around. Colson Kirk second. 17 of Mike Striegel coming on third. Here they come. Chris Jackson going to the turns 3 and 4. For the third time this season, Chris Jackson getting the checkered flag. Colson Kirk in the 55 coming on second. And the 17 of Mike Striegel coming home third. Stetson Johnson fourth, and rounding out your top 5, the 14W of Dustin Walker. All those drivers getting So fans, we're going to forego our Remax Next Generation. So coming on the track right now, going to be the USRA stock cars. On the pole for this one is going to be the 0 of Mason Beck. On his outside, it's going to be the 11 of Derek Brown. Row number 2 on the inside, going to be the 23 of Mark Simon. On his outside, going to be the 74 of Ronnie Schweitzer. Row number 3 on the inside should be the 47 of Ed Griggers. On his outside, the 21P of Darren Phillips. Eagle Machine adding in some money. Eagle Machine adding $50 to our top 5 finishers in the feature. Fans, just stay in your seats. A little bit of shower. Still racing here at the Lebanon Midway Speedway. Green flag is in the air. Mason Beck, Derek Brown, side by side. Down the back stretch they go. Derek Brown on the outside. Mason Beck on the inside. Down the front stretch they go. Still side by side. Down the front stretch they go. Mason Beck, Brown still side by side there for the lead. Great racing so far. Mason Beck out front in front of the 11 of Derek Brown. Ronnie Schweitzer in the 74 sitting there in that third spot. The 23 of Mark Simon in fourth. Mason Beck, Derek Brown putting on a heck of a race there for the lead out front. Mason Beck, winner of heat race earlier tonight. Derek Brown right there behind Mason Beck. The 74, Ronnie Schweitzer, right now the national point leader in the USRA stock cars, running third. It's still Beck out front. Mason Beck. The 11 of Derek Brown in second. 74, Ronnie Schweitzer in that third spot. Mason Beck, Brown putting on a heck of a race this whole race so far. As it's the 0, Mason Beck out front, your leader. 11 of Derek Brown in second. Down the front stretch they go. 3 more laps to go as it's Mason Beck out front. Here we go, 2 more laps. Out of turn number 4 down the front stretch. White flag is in the air one more time around. Mason Beck, can he hold on? Down the back stretch they go. Now in the turns number 3, now 4. Out of 4. Checker flag is in the air for the 0, Mason Beck. The 11 of Derek Brown coming home second. 74, Ronnie Schweitzer coming home third. Mark Simon fourth. And the 47 coming home fifth. So once again, we're going to forego victory lane as we get the show moving. As we get ready now for the Macadoodles Power Eye Pure Stocks feature on the pole for this one. Will be last week's feature winner, the 8K of Tyler Knudsen. On his outside, it's going to be the 26 of Preston McDowell. Row number 2 on the inside from Springfield, Missouri. It's going to be the 34 of James Reedus. On his outside, it's going to be the 32 of Richard Adams. Row number 3 on the inside, it's going to be the 57D of Dalton Roberts. On his outside from Buffalo, Missouri, it's going to be 57 of Sheldon Roberts. Row number 4 on the inside from Buffalo, Missouri, it's going to be the 24 of Trent Houston. On his outside, it's going to be the 5 of Justin McDowell out of Tuscumbia, Missouri. Row number 5 on the inside out of Springfield, Missouri. It's going to be a 53 of Kevin Yoint. On his outside, it's going to be the 42 of Levi Harris. Row number 6 on the inside from Webb, Missouri. It's going to be the 17 of Austin Wilson. On his outside from Marshfield, Missouri. It's going to be the 12 of Greg Dykstra. And row number 7 on the inside from Conway, Missouri. It's going to be the 41 of Craig Carger Harris. And on the outside will be the 14 of Jonathan Finley out of Falcon, Missouri. Row number 8 on the inside will be the 40 of Alcoa Harris out of Conway, Missouri. On the outside will be the 33 of Tyrell Jones, Justin Roberts, Corey Henson, and Carson Groniger. Green flag is in the air. Tyler Knudsen out front, the 8K Earl leader. The 34 James Reedus in second. 26 of Preston McDowell in third. Richard Adams in the 32 on the inside. He'll take over that third spot. As it's Knudsen out front. Reedus in the 34 in second. Reedus, your Power Eye Pure Stock national point leader. 32 Richard Adams in that third spot. Good battle there between the 24 of Trenton Houston and the 26 of Preston McDowell. Battling there for that fifth spot, top 5 finish. As it's last week's feature winner, the 8K of Tyler Knudsen out front. James Reedus in the 34 in second. The 32 Richard Adams in third. 57D of Dalton Roberts in fourth. And the Joker Welding caution flag comes out for the 21 of Carson Groniger. So the Joker Welding caution comes out for the 21. Want to thank Complete Services for adding extra money. $75 extra to the first, $50 extra to the second, $25 extra to the third, fourth, and fifth. Complete Services is located in Springfield on Highway 65 in Kearney, right by the Come and Go. Also want to thank Pro Fab adding $100 extra to our third place finisher. Off-road and performance fabrication. If you got a project in mind, we can help you get it going or finish it up. They are located in Springfield, Missouri. So the 34, James Reedus will have the choice between the bottom or the top. He will choose the outside lane. The 32, Richard Adams, will be on the inside. Green flag is back in the air. IMCA Tower Knudsen out front. Your leader, the 32, Richard Adams, battling there with the 34 of James Reedus. Adams and Reedus side by side for second. Tower Knudsen out front, trouble for the 57D of Dalton Roberts. Caution is out. Caution is out for the 57D of Dalton Roberts. The Joker Welding caution flag comes out. Power Eye Pure Stock, sponsored by Macadoodles, located at 6050 Crossing Drive, Osage Beach, Missouri. Macadoodles is about serving you, the customer, from our world-class wine selections. There are great prices on beer, expert guides, and friendly service. There's no place quite like it. You can like them on their Facebook page or give them a call at 573-480-0039. The 8K of Tower Knudsen, last week's feature winner. The 32 of Richard Adams will have the choice between the bottom or the top. He will choose that inside lane. The 34, James Reedus, will go on the outside. There'll be the 26 of Preston McDowell on the inside of row number 3. On his outside, it's going to be the 53 of Kevin Yoint. Coming to the line. Lights are going off. Green flag next time. Tower Knudsen still your leader out front in the 8K. Richard Adams, James Reedus, row number 2. Preston McDowell, Kevin Yoint, row number 3. The 24, Trenton Houston, and the 33 of Tyrell Jones. Having a good run there. Now 33 machine, starting the back of the pack, and has worked his way up towards the front of the pack. As we get ready to go back racing here, green flag is back in the air. Tower Knudsen out front. Your leader, Adams and Ritas battling there side by side for second. 26 of Preston McDowell battling there with the 53 of Kevin Doyne. Some good battles up front. We got trouble out of turn number 4. 24 of Trenton Houston. The 12 of Greg Dykstra involved in the Joker Welding caution. So flat tire on the right front for the 12 of Greg Dykstra. The 24 of Trenton Houston down there on the bottom berm off of turn number 4. Six laps in, and still the 8K of Tower Knudsen. Out front, the 32, Richard Adams in second. As he will have the choice between the bottom or the top, he will choose the inside lane. The 34, James Ritas, will go on the outside. James Ritas, winner on opening night. Tower Knudsen, winner last week. As Tower Knudsen, Preston McDowell, and Dalton Roberts, heat race winners. But what about that 33, Tyrell Jones? Started 16th, has worked his way up towards the front of the pack. These short runs and cautions has helped him. Once again, we appreciate each and every one of you for being here and also for hanging with us there. Got a little bit of rain shower there, but nothing to hurt us. Continued racing here, and we appreciate you fans for sticking with us. Out the line, lights are going off. Green flag next time. Appreciate those watching online too. Hopefully you didn't get too wet for all that little bit of rain shower we got there. The 8K of Tower Knudsen. Lead him off of turn number 4. Green flag is in the air. Tower Knudsen out front. Adams and Ritas battling there side by side for second. Caution coming out. We got a bunch of cars in the middle of 1 and 2. 57 and Justin Roberts got the 21. Carson Groniger, the 24. Trent Houston, the 57 of Sheldon Roberts, and the 42 of Levi Harris. All involved over there in the Joker Welding caution. So Tyler Knudsen, your leader, the 8K, the 32, Richard Adams in second, the 34, James Reedus in third. Tyler Knudsen out of Lebanon, Missouri, your leader, the 32, Richard Adams. Buffalo, Missouri. Fans, stick with us here. Got the cars on the track. We're going to try to keep this track alive still. We got a bunch of pure stocks on the track, so we can keep it alive. Stick with us, fans. All right, bumper to bumper, here we go. Lights are going off. Once again, fans, stick with us. We're going to get this show in. We got cars on the track, keeping it alive. Lights are off. Tyler Knudsen, your leader. The 32, Richard Adams in second. 34, James Reedus in third. Green flag is in the air. Tyler Knudsen out front, the 32, Richard Adams in second, the 34, James Reedus in third. Tyrell Jones on the inside of the 26 there, Preston McDowell. Down the front stretch they go. Still Knudsen, your leader. Adams in the 32 in second. 34, Vredas in third. So Tyler Knudsen trying to hold on to that lead of 32. Richard Adams right there in that second spot. Down the backstretch they go now into turns number 3. Now 4. Still Knudsen. Adams, Reedus, Jones, and McDowell. Well, got problems on the front stretch. And the caution coming out. So the McNoodles Power Eye Pure Stock feature. Joker Welding caution flag coming out. Lineup is good. Single file. Lights are going off. Green flag next time. Here we go. Tyler Knudsen, can he hold on for the win? Green flag is back in the air. Tower Knudsen out front. Richard Adams, the 32 in second. The 34, James Reedus in third. Out of turn number 4. White flag is in the air one more time around. Can Knudsen hold on? Richard Adams right there in second. In down the back stretch into turns number 3. Now 4. Out of 4, checkered flag is in the air for the IMCA of Tyler Knudsen. The 32, Richard Adams coming home second. James Reedus coming home third. Tyrell Jones fourth. The 26 of Preston McDowell coming home fifth. So Tyler Knudsen, 2 weeks in a row, right now getting that feature win. As he will make it 2 in a row. He will get an extra $75 thanks to complete services. $50 goes to Richard Adams. And then James Reedus is going to get an extra $125 thanks to complete services and Pro Fab for adding $100 extra to our third place finisher. Now we're getting ready for the North Slogging Power I Midwest Mod A feature. On the pole for this one. Not making the call though will be the 28 of Wesley Bridge. On his outside will be the 33 of Anthony Ferreira. Row number 2 on the inside will be the 83 of Ben Dole. On his outside will be the 64 of Pete Richardson. Row number 3 on the inside will be the 27 of John Dame. On his outside will be the 59 of Rob Muhlenberg. Row number 4 on the inside will be the 17 of Derek Cook. On his outside will be the 33 of Steve Muhlenberg. Row number 5 on the inside will be the 42 Trevo Ellingson. On his outside will be the 05 of Cheyenne Bauman. Row number 6 on the inside will be the 32 of Joe Francis. On his outside will be the 4 of Caleb Rhodes. Row number 7 on the inside will be the 46 of Ben Chapman. On the outside will be the 5H of Austin Huntley. And row number 8 on the inside will be the 15R of Oakley Ragland. On the outside will be the 87 of Aaron Odell. And row number 9, it's going to be the 5C of Brian Cook. Pete Richardson, he is the current Midwest Mod National point leader, current track point leader, winner on opening night. Steve Muhlenberg, last week's feature winner. We get ready to go green. Green flag is in the air for the North Slogging Power I Midwest Mod A feature. Ben Dole out front, the 33 of Anthony Ferreira in second, 64 Pete Richardson in third. Holding off that 27 of John Dame. They come out turn number 4 for lap number 1. The 33 of Anthony Ferreira in second, the 64 Pete Richardson in third. John Dame and the 27 in fourth. Good battle right there between the Muhlenbergs. The 59 of Rob Muhlenberg and the 33 of Steve Muhlenberg for that top 5 finish. Once again, Monet Motor Speedway adding $50 to our top 5 finishers here tonight. As Steve Muhlenberg now on the outside of the 27 of John Dame, he will move to that 4th spot. As the Joker Welding caution flag coming out. As the 05 of Cheyenne Bauman reading out the Joker Welding caution flag. Once again, we appreciate Monet Motor Speedway for adding extra money to our top 5 finishers. They race every Saturday night. They're racing tomorrow night with weekly racing in a 100-lap enduro. They race B-Mods, Power Eye Pure Stocks, Power Eye Midwest Bonds, Power Eye Silver Stocks, and Hornets and Mini Stocks down there at Lebanon Speedway. Caution is still out, as so far we see some good racing so far tonight here for the Norris Logging Power Eye Midwest Mods. 3 heat races for them, the 83 of Ben Dole, Wesley Briggs, and Pete Richardson. So our heat race winners. That is 3 heat race wins for the 64 Pete Richardson so far this season in 3 weeks. As the 33 of Anthony Ferreira choosing that inside lane, Pete Richardson choosing the outside lane. Ben Dole still your leader. As lights are going off at the line. Green flag next time. Lights are off. Ben Dole, your leader. Anthony Ferreira, Pete Richardson, row number 2. Steve Muhlenberg, John Dame, row number 3. Green flag is back in the air. Ben Dole out front. Anthony Ferreira, Richardson battling side by side for that runner-up spot. Here comes last week's feature winner in the 33, right there behind the battle for second. Rob Muhlenberg on the inside of the 27 of John Dame. He now moves up into that 5th spot there in the top 5. It's still Ben Dole out front. The 33 of Anthony Ferreira in second. Pete Richardson in the 64 in third. Battling with Steve Muhlenberg on his outside. Richardson now on the inside of the 33 of Anthony Ferreira. Richardson staying on that inside lane. He moves in front of the 33 of Anthony Ferreira. Has his eyes set on now the 83 of Ben Dole. But still a side-by-side battle back behind Richardson for that 3rd spot between the 33 of Anthony Ferreira on the inside and Steve Muhlenberg on the outside in the 33 as well. It's the battles of the 33s for the 3 spot. We got trouble in the middle of 1 and 2, the 5H of Austin Huntley. And the 46. Ben Chapman bringing out the Joker Welding caution. This season, Norris Logging, a sponsor of the Midwest Modifieds. Norris Logging, a family-owned and operated business specializing in harvesting and marketing hardwood timber. Check them out on their Facebook or give them a call at 417-664-6366. So the 64, Pete Richardson, will have the choice between the bottom or the top. He will have the inside lane. But still the 83 of Ben Dole, your leader. Green flag is back in the air. Newell out front. Richardson and Steve Muhlenberg battling there, but we got trouble in turns 1 and 2. So the 05 of Cheyenne Boutman will need a hook from our night auction service CNS Knowing tow truck. So still working to get the track cleared off of turn number 1 there. Ben Dole, still your leader. It's pretty much controlled this race. The 64 Pete Richardson, though, is sitting there in second. The 33 of Steve Muhlenberg in third. And the 33 of Anthony Ferreira in fourth. And the 59 of Rob Muhlenberg in fifth. Also, if we Here we go. Getting ready to go back racing here. Green flag is back in the air. 83 of Ben Dole out front. The 64 Pete Richardson in second. Steve Muhlenberg looking to go high and wide. And in turns 1 and 2. But Ben Dole right there, your leader. But Richardson's right there with Ben Dole. They go on the 1 and 2. It's Newell, Richardson, Muhlenberg. Ferreira. But here comes Richardson right there behind the 83 of Ben Knoll. And caution coming out for the 46 of Ben Chapman. Once again, Monet Motor Speedway adding $50 to our top 5, which so far that is the Ben Knoll, Pete Richardson, Steve Muhlenberg, Anthony Ferreira, and Rob Muhlenberg. Also want to thank the Route 66 Trust, $100 extra to our hard luck driver tonight. And our track officials have talked it over, and that will go to the 12 in the USRA B-Mod division of Parker Smith. Parker Smith had a flat tire, ran a couple laps on the flat tire, went in the pit area. His crew got that tire changed in quality time, made his way through the pit area without speeding, and got back on the track. As the green flag is back in the air, so congratulations to our Route 66 Trust hard luck winner, to Parker Smith, the driver of the 12 B-Mod. Well, right now we're in the middle of the Norris Logging Power I Midwest Mod feature. The 83, Ben Knowles out front. 64, Pete Richardson in second. The 33 is Steve Muhlenberg in third. Down the front stretch they go. It's still Knoll, Richardson, and Muhlenberg, your top 3. Down the back stretch. Ben Knoll out front, the 64, Pete Richardson in second. Steve Muhlenberg in that third spot. Caution on the backstretch. Caution on the backstretch. The 32 of Joe Francis. Reading out the Joker Weldon caution flag. And it looks like trouble for our leader, the 83, Ben Knoll. Has came to a complete stop there off of turn number 4. So hate that for the 83 of Ben Knoll. Here go, lights are off, green flag back in the air with your new race leader, 64, Pete Richardson. 33 is Steve Muhlenberg in second. 33 is Anthony Ferreira in third. Here they come, Richardson. 2 more laps to go. Pete Richardson right now, leader in the national point standings in the POWRi Midwest Modifieds. Leader in the track standings. He's already got 1 feature win here so far this season. 3 heat race wins in 3 weeks. Here he comes out of turn number 4. Checker flag is in the air for the 64. Pete Richardson. The 33 is Steve Muhlenberg, second. 33 of Anthony Ferreira, third. 59 of Rob Muhlenberg, fourth. I believe the 27 of John Dave coming home fifth. So congratulations to our Norse Logging POWRi Midwest Modified feature winner, the 64, Pete Richardson. 3 races, 2 feature wins. 3 heat race wins for him. And once again, we appreciate Lebanon Midway Speedway for adding extra money to our top 5 finishers in the Midwest Modifieds. And we thank all of our added on extra money sponsors tonight: McCowan Farms, Complete Services, ProFab, Eagle Machine, and Norris, the Lebanon Midway Speedway. And it's been a great night of racing. We appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for sticking with us. Mother Nature trying to take us out late in the race, but we were able to keep the track alive and continue our race in action here for round number 3 for the chase for the championship. Hope you have a great rest of your evening. Drive home safely. We'll see you next Friday night right here at the Lebanon Midway Speedway. And thank you for those watching online at showmedirt.tv. We'll see you next time right here at the Lebanon Midway Speedway.